He's only been in the role for 2 months, but House Speaker Greg Fergus is in danger of losing his job. Fergus was accused of partisanship for recording a video tribute to interim Ontario Liberal leader John Fraser while wearing his speaker's robes. The video was then shown at an Ontario Liberal convention on Monday. He apologized to his fellow MPs. Take a listen.
I'm here to admit that, yeah, I blew that call, but I'm also telling you that I will do better. I'm putting in place a more rigorous communication protocol to make sure this never happens again.
Fergus admitted he didn't get any guidance before making the video. So how egregious do you find this error? Mel, I'm going to throw this one to you first.
I don't know if I'm alone in this. I don't find this egregious at all. I don't want to say at all. No, it is true. He apologized for it. He's a lifelong politician. And maybe he should have had better things in place to be able to say, you know, boss, not a good idea to do this. Now, he has claimed that he did not know that that video was going to be played in public, that he was shooting that video between meetings, and it was supposed to be a private message. He has known the former interim Ontario Liberal Party leader for a long time. They go way back in Ottawa. Right. So it was more as a friend and as a former colleague. So I do believe him when he says that's never going to happen again, because he's getting burned, okay? And I think we do have to allow that grace. Having said that, in the greater service of democracy, I think it's very healthy when politicians, regardless of their stripes, are able to say to another politician, you know what, you did a good job, I know you're leaving the job, but in the service of peace and democracy, I see you as a human who served his country, and leave the politics out of it. The way that this has become so partisan is the reason why so many of us hate politics, if I'm perfectly honest. Totally.
You know, it's like, oh, how dare he wear his robes?
How dare he? You know,
like, okay,
nobody was hurt. You know, democracy is intact. Let's move on to something more serious.
Yeah, because obviously what he did, wrong. Shouldn't have, probably should not have done that.
Especially in the robes,
especially in the robes,
signify bipartisanship. Like, I am the Speaker of the House. I am not choosing a party. And then, so I get it. It does seem like an amateur mistake, I will say.
Yes.
But I do see also the grace. I think you put it into context so nicely that this was for, you know, a colleague who has served his country and a message to them who he never thought in a million years anyone would see it. You know?
But we know what I do like is that he's doing like, I love an apology, but I love an actionable apology.
Yeah.
So he's like apologizing and being like, I'm gonna put all of these things in place to make sure I don't do that again, to make sure I am held accountable for what I am doing, to make sure other people don't do that same thing again, rather than saying, I did this, I don't care. You know, which he could have done.
Yeah.
But could he? I have a slightly different take on this. I think I'm really surprised that he made this big of a gaffe for the amount of years that he has been in politics. He should have known better. Wearing the robe and doing it and recording it in the House of Commons. He's been at that job. He's been in politics too long. And where's the discernment? You know, when you're in a career for a good amount of time, no one has to give you the rules. It's just a little gut feeling of like, this is not a good idea. And perhaps I should ask questions like, where will this video go? What happens to it afterwards? These are things that he really, at his level of experience, should have thought about. And then there's the other part, where Black people understand when you are at a particular job, especially in politics as a Black man, the rules are different for you. They are not the same. So also for him to not be thinking about that. And anybody wants to argue with me, I'll just say this. Trump and Obama, do you think...
You don't have to.
I think it's fair to say we all know that Obama couldn't get away with a quarter, an inch of the things that Trump gets away with. So Fergus knows better. Politics, yes, it's a dirty business. And yes, he should have the right to tell his friend, congratulations, we've been in this career for a long time, I want to salute you. But yeah, really in the robe, in the House of Commons, is a major misstep, and I'm sorry, Ferguson. If you lose your job, you have no one but yourself to blame. We play the game, but the rules are very different for us, and he should have known that.
And I think that's the very reason why he shouldn't. I know he's being very gracious, but it's the very reason why he shouldn't. I mean, he's such a great guy to say, if the MPs vote me out, I accept it.
Yeah.
But I also think the MPs should be listening to what you just said.
Excellent.
Will they?
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.